Hey, Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. So today the topic is TopStepTrader Day Trade Bug, or Day Trading Bug. What do I mean by that? One thing that I want to talk about, probably around the 3 to 5 minute mark, is some of the changes that's going on at TopStepTrader. Is it beneficial or is it unbeneficial, for a lack of a better way of saying it? So not being beneficial to us. In other words, are they moving too far to the corporate side and not to helping out the individual trader again? So I'm going to leave that for you to comment below as well. But anyway, so let's talk about the TopStepTrader Day Trading Bug. Now, what I mean by this is that, is it more beneficial to be at TopStepTrader where you have a fixed amount of money at risk in any given month, or a funded account, your own account that you've opened up for 5 or 10,000, it doesn't really matter, you name the amount. What I would argue with, in my recent combine that I'm in right now, I'm in a drawdown of 1,000, but I'm only into, I believe in August, 350. So that's usually where my, in any given month that I'm willing to spend at TopStepTrader, 250 to 350. Sometimes I'll go as high as 450. So what does that mean? That means I hit 150 plus 3 resets, right? 250, 350, 450. That's not the way to go at it at all. But even if I am trading and lose 450 as far as having to smack the Mac and reset, is that 450 better than losing at that? Probably would be meaning that if I've blown out 3 accounts, so let's say 1,500 times 3, what's that? 4,500. So let's go that extreme, right? 450 versus 4,500. So which of those amount of dollars would you want to lose? So day trading is a bug, and Larry Williams pretty much summed it up. He said that day traders are a weird breed to start with, pretty much, but what he would say is that very, 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 very few actually make it, and that's the honest to God's truth. And you see that relate in all across the math that you see. When TopStepTrader puts out some kind of information about, look how great this trader is, they usually don't have a follow-up video with that person again, because they most likely break a rule and they move out of funded, or as some of them do, very few of them, they take all the money, they make it, they get their 5,000 or whatever they want at 100%, and they just jump ship, and you never hear from them again, because that 1%, the 1% that were able to do that and move out of it, utilize TopStepTrader to the best ability they can. Yeah, maybe some guy came in and said, I'm going to spend $150 on a 30K. I'm going to get that, go through, boom, 20 trading days later, I'm in funded, and then next thing you happen, I got $5,000. I pull it all out and I move on. That person is probably 1 in 1,000, if that. I would argue probably 1 in 10,000. So most likely, most of us fall into, well, we've got to continue to smack the Mac or pay the education budget, or pretty much make up an excuse why we continue down a road of day trading. Now, day trading is unlike any other trading that you'll ever do in your life, because you're playing up against every emotion that you got. And like I talked about in the video that I'm rendering right now, that'll be up after this one probably gets up and moved and being processed, is that there is a window of time that I can pretty much look in any given day and say, this is where I have given up too much of the day in that sense, to put myself in a bad light. And then I looked at it from, what if I would have did this? And that's kind of the video recap that I did today, that if you watch that, you'll see me talk about it. The first trade, literally I should have only been in 2 trades today after the 8 o'clock open that I look at on CST time. Literally I should have been in 2 trades. One would have been a loser, and the second one would have went to 1p and I would have got out of that. So it would have been a winning day. It just would have taken all day long to be able to get to it. Most likely just call it a break-even day for the most part. So that kind of work that you can do, what I'm getting at, the beneficial versus not beneficial, you can do this kind of work in a safe environment that you only got a monthly risk going at any point. So your monthly risk, maybe it's 250, maybe you're only going 150 plus one reset. So you can, or maybe it's just 150, you know, you just want to spend 150 and right before they charge you $150, you drop the account, you say, you know, I'm done for a while, and then you take 3 or 4 weeks off, and then you come back in and say, okay, go ahead and charge me 150. So that's the least amount that you can do. And so let's say that, would you rather lose $150 or $1,500? So we can go to that extreme, right? So you're risking 150 bucks, you've got yourself in the combine, and you're working your way to your goal, being the funded account. This kind, I'm preaching to the choir for most of y'all that are listening to me. It makes more sense when you're trying to figure out all the nuances that's going on inside of your head to be in a safer environment. Even if it's simulated, it's better to be simulated and losing money than be in a real money account losing money. So anyway, so let's talk a little bit about some of the changes that's going on at TopStepTrader. One of the changes that's just getting ready to happen is they're moving to Facebook and getting rid of the chat room altogether. From my understanding, I'm not completely sure what's going on. Another change that kind of happened was a lot of us that had practice accounts that were funded lost it if you did not have the funded account anymore. They did some sort of audit and said, well, this is, so in other words, there's just kind of them basically saving bucks in every category that they're looking at. So in other words, what's happening is some frickin' accounting person, because I got a degree in accounting, by the way, is going through all their records and say, this is where you guys are losing money, but not thinking about the personal side of what they're doing right now. So the personal side is they're affecting all the traders that have fed them, that have put their food on the table. Now you, Matt, and you, and everyone else that listens to me. So you are physically taking money that you going home and putting the food that you eat right now every day, and you sit home and you eat that food. It's funded by us individual traders. And if giving us a practice account makes us happy, then by all means keep feeding us so that you can eat as well. Do you like your job? That's what I'll get with. Do you like your job? Just because some accounting person says this doesn't make it right. Just because you save a buck here, so it's, in other words, it's the old penny wise, dollar foolish. Right now I would say and argue that you guys are being dollar foolish. Now, I'm hoping on Monday I can come back and say, yeah, they gave me my practice account back and they decided that, so we can talk all that happy horse shit on Monday about how they are looking after and not going so corporate that they're losing their personal touch. Because if they continue to move down this corporate road, they're going to open up the door for competition. In this case, I wouldn't. Obviously, I would. The performance coaches, all this stuff is good, but it's the individual attention that's going to make you, in the end, will feed you guys. It's the individual attention that you give to traders. Knocking Eddie and Sean off of the live chat, not a wise decision on my part. And you guys look at things as like, is it making money? Is it losing money? Sometimes you got, is the old saying, which you got to understand, right? You got to spend some money, or you got to put some money out to make the other part of the money. Don't bite. Keep biting the hand that feeds you. You guys make a couple steps forward, and all of a sudden you start biting the hand that feeds you. Stop the insanity. All right. This is Dave Knight here for 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I look forward to seeing you on the next video I put together. Bye for now.